this last year?
I mean, becoming a doctor,
Yeah.
working on the film,
Yeah.
Toxic Friends, producing it with my friends, and just figuring out life and building a team that is so phenomenal. I'm over here like elated. I'm literally on cloud nine. I've never felt this way in my entire career. I'm so glad you asked me. I haven't felt
Because I'm
this
your
free.
co-host. See?
You must have, that was great. I haven't felt this free in my career, in my energy in a long time. And I'm really like hopeful. If they say anything else, I'm just looking forward to the unknown.
So change the word from hopeful to grateful.
I'm great. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I'm very grateful.
Yeah, because we're already there.
Yeah, I'm very grateful.
And you're grateful for what's coming.
And the unknown is blowing my mind.
Right.
The
So
unknown
we're
is...
not hoping because we know it's going to happen.
Come on. God, I didn't mean to say hopeful. I meant to say grateful. And I'm so glad I got a great
Making me work double.
No, you came in here to work. Whenever your shades and hair and the blazer, she came to work.
Yeah, because the last time I came, my hair was awful.
You said that. I thought you were beautiful.
Period, and it was like hanging all over here.
So now you're not cut it off. You know exactly what you're doing.
I went back to the same shit that I'm such an addictive behavior. Like I go back to the shit that works.
But the stuff that works is good, but also change is good too. I'm a change agent, so I understand that you looked fly then and you look fly now.
Thank you.
What was the hardest part about getting started and getting into the new production? Because you know when you left, yeah, because that's a big thing. You had to, like, obviously change your mindset of what you was used to, right? Because different protocols and
and TV film is like music.
Okay.
You still got the protocols to kind of follow, but I'm a rule breaker.
Oh, like, you think? Do you think she's a rule breaker?
I understand why certain things have to happen, right? Okay. I understand that in order to get a project greenlit, you have to go through the pitch deck. You have to go through the you have to go. To me, that's just a holdup or a way for Hollywood to say no.
Yeah.
And so my business partner, Leon Cosby III, and we spoke. And I had to say Leon Cosby III. If I say Leon Cosby, if it's Leon Cosby III. We spoke about it because, you know, we help a lot of people. And we don't always get paid for it, right? Because we're in the service industry. However, when someone had an opportunity to help us after we've helped them, the reach back didn't happen. And when I said, okay, well, when we have something we want to submit, they were, oh, you need to give us a pitch deck. And I got stung.
Stung in your heart. The audacity. The audacity.
Because, and I had to sit here and I'm like, dude, you helped this, like, and we get that.
Yeah.
And the reason why this person is flourishing and doing more is because of how we've positioned him
and packaged.
I'm gonna say him or her.
No, I don't mind you saying the name if you.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna go there.
Okay, cool, great. Just tell me later.
So it became like, well, we need a pitch deck, and when I think that was like a slap in my face, like my mama slapped me back in the day kind of face.
It is a slap in the face.
No, did I say that right? A back in the day kind of slap that my mama did on my face back in the day kind of slap. Right? That piece.
You make me happy. Just know that.
I thank you. You make me happy.
I would have never asked you for a pitch deck.
Right.
Okay.
But it's a way to kind of, it's a way to kind of, what you gonna call it?
Oh, okay.
It's a way for it to kind of stagnate what you want to do. And or just an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
So I told him, I said, you know what, Leon? It doesn't matter if they don't do anything with it. Whoever likes an idea, they're just going to jump on it. I shit you not. I was in Africa. We were in Kenya. Bobby, myself, we had a show out there in Kenya.
Bobby V, that is.
Yeah, Bobby V. And literally 5 days into the trip, Leon calls me and says, hey, we just got $150 million. And I said,
I'm speechless. This ain't my money. They would have lost it.
And I said, I knew it.
I knew it. The faith.
I knew it because someone who likes what we're doing, someone who sees the time and effort we've put in to put it collateral, bringing assets in, building the foundation, I knew we didn't have to go through the pitch deck and this and
through those channels because it was already approved. You already did the heavy lifting. They just had to come in with the money.
Right. And, you know, Leon having these great talks with them and them buying into what we were doing with the books. The books were like our selling point. And then I think the added flavor was the fact that I was Latina. So that was the piece. A little bit. 99.9999
Latina.
And then I got a little African American.
Yeah, I just really
you know, no, I'm playing. I got a lot of African American in me.
Okay. Or had it.
I didn't go on the road.
What was your thing? You said boo boo boo.
So with that being said, I said, see how it works. When it's supposed to happen, you don't need a pitch deck and all that stuff. Now, there's certain things that if you can't explain it to me and I'm not buying into it, I may need to see it. Okay, send me something, write up the pitch deck so I can look at it, so I can delve into whatever the concept is.
And that's fair.
Right. But someone who knew there's a whole book out, there's a whole this, there's all that, and I got that, I was like, yeah, no.
So I've in the last year, when you asked me what I've been up to, I have been training my mind to know that some no's are the best no's ever.
Absolutely.
Right? And you know how sometimes we say, God, I want you to enlarge my territory, enlarge it. He can enlarge your territory by literally taking things away from you. He has to.
That's the only way. You can't expand when you're full.
That's good. And we only need about 4 wheels for a car to go.
Exactly.
Yeah, thanks.
But when there's so much impacted in there, what happens? What happens when you're impacted? When you eat a lot of cheese?
You're tired. You're heavy. You're gassy. You're full of shit.
You're constipated.
You're constipated.
And the shit don't flow.
Ooh.
So you got to release.
Some of y'all been constipating these movements.
My Lord.
My Lord. But it's time for the Malax. It's time for the stool softeners to get you out here. And the stool softeners is simply us operating in our faith, operating and being who we are.
We are really talking about shit right now. But
my co-host is really just
understand the analogy. There it was.
And that was a fair one.
So you have to just remove the clutter. You have to remove it in order to allow space to come in, so more air can come in, so more stuff can be breathed into your system and to expand. So
when you said the 150 million, right?
Oh, we're on that again?
We definitely got, you know what I want?
And there's more coming, but go ahead.
There's more coming. And I think that number is so broad, so astronomical to me, because sometimes I work on sets and I'm like, dang, how much is the budget? But nevertheless, what is the 150 million dedicated to? Like, what do you have to? Is there a certain thing that
15 feature films.
15 feature films.
Which in film world, $150 million is not a lot of money.
Yeah, not for 15, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So, you know, now we got to kind of finagle. If I can do $10 million for 15 films, that's still a good budget. Because out here, we've been working with $5,000, $10,000,
$7,800
and favors.
And a tax refund.
Right.
Yeah, a PPP loan.
So, you know, so the way the structure is kind of built up.
Gifts.
They're going to give 80% of that. We come up with the other 20. We found another company, which, you know, I want to say it, but I don't know if I can say it. Let me call Leon right quick. Leon, can I say it?
Yeah. We'll wait for the next interview to hear that one.
Yeah. And they're coming in and they like the fact that we're doing the books too, which ended up being such a big thing, which I had zero idea about.
I was just going to ask you, did you even anticipate this to even?
I literally was like dead set against a book publishing company. I kept telling him like, what? I don't know shit about books. I don't want to do books. He's like, trust me. And I'm like, you know, and I trusted him. And then this happened and it became like, because I remember the last interview I said, the reason why we worked together is because he came and when he found me on Twitter, he was like, I'm in the Melinda Santiago business. And that was the first time and only time anyone's ever said that they were in the business of me.
Yeah.
Not trying to take from me, but pour into me. And that's why I said, he's at my heels. Like he's tied to my hip now. So
I'm going through that right now. I have that person.
And it's scary because they ain't going nowhere.
And when I tell you they're your safe haven.
My God.
Oh my God, you like, this is it. I deserve this.
Yes.
You deserve it and y'all gonna get it.
Listen.
To the end of the moon and back.
He tried, I think I said this if I didn't, he tried to leave me one time and say, listen.
Like this was a marriage.
It was, because it's like a marriage.
It is.
His wife are my And he's married to a Puerto Rican too. So he
Oh God,
understands.
he is receiving it on all ends.
And he was just like, listen, I don't think, for whatever reason, he was having self-doubt about whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't exercise like I should.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
I wouldn't have known.
I'm fluff.
I mean, we getting it. The
The
girls are paying for this.
You know?
They're paying for the swag. Trust.
So he was like, in order for me to kind of listen to what you have to say about me staying, you have to come walk with me.
Did you set all that up to tell me about this walk? You so funny.
I did.
The walk.
I had to go walk with him.
Was it up Stone Mountain?
No, but it was around Alexander Park, and that shit is big.
It's huge. Okay, it is.
And we walked and walked and walked.
How long do you think that talk was like? Walk was like an hour and a half, too?
No, it ended up being like 2.5 something, but it gave him time to see if I was serious.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
You had to walk it out.
I had to walk it.
Sometimes you gotta walk it out. He said, walk it out. South, and it was worth the walk, though, right?
It was much the work, but it was more about dedication and commitment. What was I going to commit to?
And people will see where you at, and it'd be the small things to fine tune it, to take it to the next level. Yeah. I oftentimes I think about when I didn't feel like I was worthy enough. People took the walk with me. So during the walk, what was your story? Like, what was the story about? What was his doubt? What was his thing that he was feeling?
So
that you was able to bring out?
With him, he just felt like a lot of things weren't happening. And he saw it. He said God gave him he saw these things happening, but they weren't manifesting. So he felt like he was holding me back. And this was like the third time. You know, I'm like, first I had to go eat pizza with him. And like we talked up the pizza stuff. And he's like, This third time of me walking with him, I'm like, damn it, this is our last one. Like, we're together. You're not taking the name off my website. You are here. And if people don't fuck with me, if people don't deal with me because of you, then I'm not dealing with them.
That's it. I love that.
And I don't care what opportunities, because they're either not for us.
They're not.
And we're not going to play this game, right? I tell you, I'm a rule breaker. I don't care.
Yeah.
You can dangle 150 million in front of me, but if you're not what fits right with my spirit or my soul, I don't want it. All money's not good money.
Yeah, we're good over here. There's no lack.
Right.
Yeah.
There's zero lack.
Zero lack.
Even when there's nothing, there's no lack.
There's no lack. The abundance is there.
Get out of my brain.
Come on, I'm in your brain.
You're in my brain.
You know, when I tell you, I'm in your brain, but you're in my storyline right now in my life. Right? So I'm sitting here like I'm literally like glued to you and hearing it, because it's not about even like the logistics of the numbers. It's just about the storyline. Exactly. And that's so real. You have to. My person is always telling me it's not that you don't have all the things. We just waiting on the wind. But you can't even control the wind.
But the wind is there already.
Because you can't control it. You just got to keep doing the work.
The wind is here. How do you just navigate it?
How do you navigate?
The wind is right here. How do you just navigate it to make it purposeful for you? So, you know, between Leon and I, we have these conversations. We have 3 and 4 hour conversations. I said, you know what? We're going to take these conversations online, so people can really hear what a business conversation sounds like, looks like. We don't always agree. But by the end of the conversation, we've come to the solution.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like the issue was somebody was chasing money instead of purpose.
Okay.
And when we turned it around and I said, no, we're chasing purpose, not money. Everything. When I tell you, shit was just falling in our laps when the mindset changed to chasing the purpose. And the truest ever I could speak, because I live it day in and day out. I don't think about money. I don't think about these. I don't think about nothing. I think about what's bringing me peace and what I'm happy doing, because it's the purpose.
It's the purpose.
And girl, when I tell you, things that came in so fast for us. We were about 3-4 years ahead of schedule. And
girl, you about to make, I'll leave out and let you just do the rest of the podcast. This is so good.
Hi, this is the Melinda
Santiago. Yes,
show.
when I say that is so.
Yeah.
That is so dead on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I always tell people, it doesn't even matter what your situation is right now. You can think it's negative, or you can choose to think positive. Say, all right, so I think maybe we said this before, having a flat tire, for instance. Right?
Okay.
You have a flat tire in your life. People get mad because it derails the plans or it holds you back or inconveniences you, right?
Yeah.
Or think about the flat tire saving you
from what was
having
ahead of
an accident and being fatal up ahead.
Thank you, God.
How do you think about it?
It's the perspective.
Come on now.
What's your perspective? And that's exactly what it is. I think that him even doing having those ups and downs with you, had to pull something different from you too.
Absolutely.
Right? It was meant for him to do that. It was all in, everything is aligned, right? And when you have your person and your people that are in position, purpose and people that's in position, the plan is gone. Pop. I played on the P's. I played on the P's. What pushback have you received since then?
Being a female?
and I think it's so unfortunate when we have to say being a female.
You always get pushback from naysayers, from jealous people, from people who don't... Small thinkers.
You don't even... What?
And the crazy part about it is we don't even understand that they're small thinkers because we value their opinion so much because they're family and they're close friends. Sometimes they just don't understand the life because this is not their purpose nor their vision or their path.
They can't even understand it.
Right.
They couldn't walk a day in your shoes.
Right.
Sometimes they can't even go because the air is so different up there. They'll get the coughing and shit and messing up your interview and messing up your time.
See, that's
walking too slow.
That's why I did hot tea today, so I didn't cough into your interview.
I had somebody with me this weekend when I was in Rochester, New York.
I like Rochester.
I had a good time in Rochester. But he was walking so slow in front of me. And I literally took it like as if, subliminally. Like, sometimes people will be in front of you moving so slow. And they can't even understand the pace you behind them. You ain't even trying to move them out the way. You like, dog, just speed up. And then when you realize they don't even have the capability to speed up, I have to have you go. I can't even have you come behind me because now you're going to be holding up the next thing that's behind me that's supposed to be coming behind me.
Or their purpose was not to move, purpose was to slow you down so you could enjoy. See, you got to look at it.
I got to drink. This is, you know what? Ever since, honestly, that was good.
Yeah.
They had to slow me down. But I was on a mission. I was selling T-shirts.
But
I'm popping. I'm over here like, you get a shirt. I'm moving a shirt. Move out the way. But it's probably slowing me down because I ain't need all the money.
No. You didn't enjoy the experience of how you were being celebrated.
That is true.
You were this and this and this, but you didn't realize, you didn't see all them who wanted it. You didn't take that part in.
I didn't. But I did at one point too. So you're right. Because I didn't at that point, but I sat back and stood there.
Here, I need you to lay down on the couch because we're going
I'm about to lay down.
A therapy session here. You know,
I take these Crocs off. I got on Crocs, y'all.
Those are cute Crocs too.
I like these little
they got like height on them.
Ain't that cute? You can wear them with a nice little dress.
They're cute.
And keep it and give it what you know.
5'4" if I wore some Crocs.
Now that you know exactly, you got this really a very optimistic instead of pessimistic view, right?
Yeah.
And it takes a while to get there.
Most definitely.
In your professional career, has it been people that tried to block you, like, from success or undermine your
I think
efforts?
Everyone has had that.
Like, you got a story, a specific story?
Whether I met them or not, I don't know.
Okay.
Whether...
Because they're sneaky?
It's sneaky, but the way I vibrate...
A hedge of protection?
And that piece.
I'll cry.
So, I walk with that. So, even if they do try to manifest, even if they do try, or even if they have done it, it's gotten like right here and then just disintegrated, right? Then I hear about it years later in conversation. Like, such and such told me you did this and this. And I'm like, really?
The such and such who was just at my house?
Correct.
I
said, well, furthermore, I don't care about them because they're not here in front of me, but why did you wait 3 years to tell me?
Yeah.
And then you're teaching people how to deal with you. Like, never. If you ever question anything I do, please ask me. I'm going to always be 1,000. So, yeah, I did that shit.
Yeah.
Or, no, I didn't. Or it was taken out of context. But never will I ever say I didn't do it if I did.
Yeah.
You don't get further that way, right? Being accountable, when you start to reach a level of accountability, you become almost like a train, like unstoppable.
It makes you a better person being accountable to say that I did say that and I was wrong.
Yeah.
I thought that and it was incorrect. Ooh, when you popped your collar, I took it to a whole nother level.
Wait a minute, I look rich.
Orange. And it's the glass. That really just changed my perspective how I interview you now. So I'm gonna have to sit up. I'm gonna have to change my outfit. Melinda.
I'm basking in my moment.
How do you are, okay, you're in the film and production industry.
Yes.
They're traveling you around the world. They're trying to take you to different places because they understand that you're going to be marketable, not just in the U.S. That's just a no-brainer. They can see beyond what you can see, right? You also still have a huge management situation that where you're handling major clients, major tours.
Ray J, Sammy, Bobby V, Pleasure P after Versus. Recklessly perfect.
I love you. Say it again.
They are beautifully dysfunctional.
Okay.
They are what every, I think, artist at some point in their life wants to be, that free.
Authentic, them, in their truth, take it or leave it.
I mean, each of them have their solo careers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And their solo career looks different than the group.
Yep, okay.
And we've coined it as hashtag the best solo group ever.
Did you?
The best. We've been using it since we started the RSVP. And when I tell you, these guys are magic.
RSVP, was that your doing?
No.
Okay.
So a fan, after we did Versus, a fan reached out to Bob, and Bob presented it to the group, RSVP, Ray J, Sammy, Bobby V, Pleasure P.
That's
RSVP, right?
RSVP, because all of them need a reservation to be with them. So, sometimes you got to pop out that shot. That's so good.
Right?
I wish I would have came up with it, damn it.
Right.
Okay.
So it became such a beautiful thing of authentically dysfunctional, but they can do zero wrong. They don't have to dress the same. They don't have to have choreography the same. They don't have to sing the same. They don't have to do nothing the same. Hey, when you look at Instagram and they have like those videos that it's like there's 100 things going on in the video, like someone over here dies, someone over here is in the car, someone over here is dancing. That's what RSVP is.
I love it.
On stage.
It's an experience.
It's an
experience.
We just did I Love R&B Festival in LA.
Okay.
And 25,000 plus people. Wow. And when I tell you, it's like if Ray J's singing a song, you got Bobby, Sammy, and Pleasure over here doing something. Your eyes are everywhere. You got one grabbing the phone over here. They're not worried about choreo and all that stuff. They're not worried about looking all polished.
Yeah.
And they take the fun out of what they do.
They are polished.
I've also, when we kind of started this, I've also referenced them as the new Rat Pack. Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, I think it was Johnny Carson.
I don't know all the names,
but back in the day,
I know the Rat Pack.
The Rat Pack was something amazing. Sammy Davis Jr., Dean Martin, like they would be on stage smoking. They would fall to the ground with their microphones, but they were amazing artists / actors. Same, like these four are like the rebirth of those guys.
It is safe to say that what is happening today for me, in my personal opinion, is that people are living fearlessly in their truths, right? And the world has to conform to them now. The traditional of anything. Why would I be traditional and I can be me, right? The world already has a group that dances together. A world has already seen Tyrese, Genuine, and Tank, right? That they had the suits and LSG. We already seen that. But we see this group is saying the solo, that's so brilliant. The best solo group. This people saying, even though we're collectively coming together individually, we're still going to give you what you need from me as a fan of me.
And the hits, the difference between a lot of groups and the solo joints and stuff, it's groups may have 2 or 3 solid hits.
Yeah.
Right? And then they have a lot of covers, but they have a lot of filler album releases that the songs are good and they're fan favorites. But maybe 3, if that, have charted and have been like big.
Okay.
Very rare that you've gotten 10, 11 songs.
Off of a
from
group.
one group.
Okay.
Very rare. RSVP has that because you got each artist with all their number ones and all that. So the fans never have an opportunity to sit down. Because as soon as one wish goes off, here comes Come With Me here comes Tell Me, here comes Anonymous, here comes Do You Wrong or Did You Wrong, here comes Boyfriend Number 2, here comes My Angel, here comes like.
You over here got me like this. I'm pulling at it. Just give me my money. Yes. Just give me my money worth.
And they get it.
And
that is what's the difference between RSVP as a group, a solo group.
A solo group.
And I say that because there's still solo artists that just decide to come together and do their show together and create a magnificent show.
And these 4 guys just happen to be your clients.
Yeah. And then Ray J got an amazing Tronics network out that he's been putting all his money in. He's invested in himself. You know, he is...
After seeing him go through what he went through with Zeus Network, I just always want Ray J to win because he is just so him. He be like for the bros. He be for the girls.
Listen, we were in New York and he did a hosting in New York. And we were driving and he just jumps out the truck because he sees all these young kids like making a video. You know, guerrilla style shooting, just making a video. Ray jumps out the car and goes into the group, like group of kids, and just starts, and these kids just went wild.
Elevated it.
And it's because that's the give back, you know? Then you got like Bobby V and the foundation, right? His Bobby V Foundation. They give food back. Like they educate the kids on the farm. They do these. Like,
is this a nonprofit that he has? Okay, this is perfect.
Foundation.
I love it. I love it.
501c3. So Metro Atlanta Urban Farms. His thing about putting kids through college, like he does that. People don't talk about that shit enough.
And
of that.
I was just gonna ask you. It's so funny that we always align. How important is it to make money outside of the music? Have different entities outside of the music industry?
I just got back from Costa Rica. So
How important is it?
Extremely important because you can't rely just on one source. You have to feed it. This source has to feed this one. This source has to feed this one. Ultimately, they feed you. But if one goes down for a second, it's like being in a partnership. It can't be 50-50. It has to be 100-100. Because if at one point you go down and you're only operating at 50%, you still are operating together at 150%.
Yeah.
If you go depleted and you go down and lose your job and do whatever it is, your spouse or your partners is operating at 100% still.
Yeah.
So if you look at it in the same way as your businesses and your streamlines, they say 7 streamlines of income qualifies into millionaire status, right?
Yeah.
And that's just because you have to keep going. That's why I got the management company, the book company, the film company, the music label. Oh yeah, I got the music label since we talked last. But anyway.
Wait a minute. I know anyways. Okay, we'll go back to that.
So back with Pleasure P getting ready to do his Penthouse tour on his own, his first solo tour, right? Then you got Sammy who is back to doing music again. His last music, Law, his last album, amazing. Like collectively, they're a monster.
Yeah.
Individually, they're freaking icons. Like it's such a joy to watch them.
As you manage them in their business venture and music business venture, do you also manage their other entities, like, or try to direct them in that, or you let someone else?
Oh no. We do the total thing.
Okay.
So like, for instance, we're working on a skin line for Sammy. We're working on
Sammy, you have really nice skin too.
Sammy needs to come do the podcast.
I love Sammy. I have his number in my phone.
Yeah, Bobby needs to come to the podcast.
I seen Bobby at the airport and I said, "Hi, I'm Melinda Santiago's friend." But I did. Okay, listen, Bobby V. When I was in college, I hosted a concert with Bobby V. But
he got a big personality.
He got a big, listen, but he was so cool with me.
He is.
And it's so funny. I can't wait to get them here. So I'm speaking with their managers. Yes. So I look forward to having Bobby V, Ray J, all of them, Pleasure P. Love them all. I've worked with all of them except Ray J. So it's just ironic. But for them to have a bigger than life manager explains how that works, right? You are unapologetically you every single time.
I don't care.
But that works. And so I think I'm excited because my listeners and the people on the podcast will know that you can do that. But there's a lot of people that are trying to block you for that. Have you had any industry people that said that, you know what, you need to tone it down? Have anybody tried to tell you to try to...
My clients.
Oh, yeah.
So And it's a fun story. And Bobby will tell you, like, when I first started working with Bob said, "You're doing too much, Santi. You're doing too much." You know, back then it was Viago. He called me different names. But he would always say, like, you're doing too much. Calm down. You're too emotional. This and that. And I'm like, do you understand why? Like, I fight for your very well-being. Like, if no one else is going to respect you, goddamn, they're going to respect you when I'm around. And then I'm going to teach people how to treat you. And so I am going to be extra. I am going to go there. I am not going to always be the nicest person on the block. But as long as you do everything that we agreed to, you get the beautiful Santi. The minute you go away and sway and think you can get away with it, and start disrespecting, then you see the other.
So what is that? What is that make you tick? What is that thing that makes you like what?
Disrespect.
Okay.
That's all it takes.
But how? Because that disrespect's so broad. What is it? Disrespecting like how they talk to you, their demeanor.
If they talk at me, if they talk around me, or if they try to talk over me to someone that works for me because they're a dude or a guy and they think that I'm the PR or something, or they think that I'm the assistant, or they think I'm a whatever.
Yeah.
I'm right here. And if you don't hear me the first time, I will be the one to go get a step stool. I'm right here.
Yeah. But I'm sure it's not in this tone.
No. I fought. When I was working with another group, I got into a fight with them. I almost got tased. Sure did. I was in heels. We're in Mississippi. And they got loud. They got real mouthy with my artists.
Yeah.
And it literally, we turned into
a brawl.
A brawl.
Who was the group?
I can't say it.
Oh my God, that was gonna be so good. If you was throwing hands with these people, would they still got an open case?
No. But it was because the promoter kind of reneged on the contract and had the homies driving them versus professional drivers.
Oh yeah.
And so my artist wanted to say, hey, listen, turn the music down while we get ready to go out. And the guy was like, the guy was drunk. So one of the guys took the car keys when we stopped, took the car and threw the shit in the forest.
God.
Because they were pissed, like, you're not gonna drive us drunk. And then like an undercover security guard comes and kind of pushes me out. We don't know he's an undercover security guard. So the other member came and tried to start fighting him. The road manager started fighting him. And then because I saw him fight one of the guys, I stumped in there and then my foot went into like a drain. I twisted my ankle. I had these pink heels on. They were so cute.
Oh God.
But yeah.
Well, I knew you was gonna probably twist your ankle when you went in like this.
Yeah.
I said she gonna twist her ankle.
Yeah, I did. I went like that. And then I tried, and then the guy said, put the taser out. I mean, I'm like, oh shit. And then, I almost got tased. And then it became a joke afterward.
Of course.
But that's the kind, you go from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
But it's, again, you hold the key to how I operate.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely. You can either get the best version of me and we're going to create magic, or you're going to see a person that you didn't never see coming. Yeah. Right? You never saw this person coming, because I don't want to bring... Yeah. I'm telling you, I don't have a happy medium. I'm either this, or I'm like, what's in the what?
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm not productive. That's not the best version of me. But I'm like, why would you think that you
why
can't?
Do you think you could do that?
To me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the piece.
I
don't care that you did it.
To me.
Where did you think that I was less than that you could do that? Now, funny, after years and years and years, Bob understands now why I go so hard, because he sees how people try to come at me sometimes. So he gets it. Now he's like, well, Santi, go off.
I love it. I was just going to sit here and say this to my listeners and to you. If you don't have somebody riding for you that hard, they can't ride.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you don't even have what it takes to ride for yourself that hard, if that makes any sense.
It does.
You're in the trenches. You sitting there. You're filled with whatever you're filled with, but your job, your focus, what you dedicated to them, what you said, I'm going to do for you, if you like it or not, it's to see what they don't see. We in the middle, and you like, no, you're good.
You're being the artist. You're focused on this. You're not supposed to focus on what's around. But that taught me a lot.
Okay.
I don't wear heels and shit.
I'm about to go. I did not think that's what you was talking about.
I wear gym shoes, leggings, and hoodies
and
now.
Still trained to go.
Oh.
And don't talk to her. Oh my God, and she got some training. Because she came in like, twist the ankle. But
well, no, seriously.
She know martial arts now, so I'll be damned.
I had on jeans and a tank top.
Ready.
Yeah, and some tennis shoes. And you know what got me more upset, instead of the goddamn heat?
What was
the sun? was the entitlement of people coming and thinking just because they knew somebody. I had strangers walking up to me with their phone. Hey, are you Melinda? Yeah. Such and such said, they're at the gate. You got to let them in. I'm like, what? And I told all the artists I was with, because I brought Pretty Ricky there and RSVP. So I had both of the groups.
Oh, that's dope.
And it was amazing, right? But a lot of work by myself.
Yeah.
Because road managers were working with other artists to kind of make them good. I'm at the venue. I'm trying to set all the tickets up and all that. And I'm getting threatening text messages. I don't F a list. I don't do lists. I'm like,
you don't do
what?
Order?
What?
That's all it is. I'm just asking for order so your people can get in.
And this wasn't even from the artists. This was from the artists' people.
Yeah, you definitely not getting in.
And I said, and I told everybody, I said, listen, my phone's cut off at 4:30. Whoever's left out is asked out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Because no matter what RSVP looking like, and no matter what RSVP giving you, baby, over here, we got it right together. Now, they can definitely be, hey, let me see your phone. But I know for a fact that these tickets or these names not in by 4:30, that's the bottom line.
Oh, the names had to be in like a week before because for this magnitude of shit, and I was still pressing the button like, hey,
I think I want to host this.
Oh,
I think I want to host it. I'm so funny because, let me tell you something, y'all. I'll tell y'all, I don't care. I text Melinda all day, every day about simple stuff. We just have a really great relationship. It was a tour going on that I didn't even know if you had anything to do with. I said, hey, do you think I can host that? She was like, I think you'll be great. I put your name in there, but this is not my tour. I was like, oh, sorry. So you're always fighting for people. And I'm not even a person that you have to fight in the pink red bottoms and twist your ankle.
They were red bottoms.
I made that part up.
They were just pink.
I just figured they'd be red.
They were like plastic leather, those like the stripper type ones back in the day. I would never spend money on red bottoms.
I would never either. They are so uncomfortable.
I got 4 kids.
But
my kids get that money. I can't.
We're excited about spending the least amount of money, looking the best. Yeah. But we talking about
girl, big up Walmart. No,
big up Amazon. What's up, Amazon Prime? I hate when they ask me, do you want your package tonight by 10 or tomorrow?
So what you think?
I want it tonight.
I want it tonight. I'm not wearing it till 6 weeks from now, but I want it tonight.
I want the toothpicks tonight. I order toothpicks. I need them tonight. I don't know why.
Oh, well, I don't do the toothpicks.
I need the toothpicks tonight. But listen, you don't do the toothpicks, but you do all great things. I see that you have something here. I thought you had me a gift. Is it mine?
I did have you a gift.
Oh, okay, because I'm sitting here. I keep peeking over at the table, and I didn't want to take attention away.
I'm going to talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Because I tried to give it to you earlier.
And I said what?
Give it to me on the show. So we do make a lot of shit up as we go.
Yes, we do.
Okay, just FYI, it's not all impromptu. There's certain things that are planted in place and things are being produced and stuff.
Says my co-host.
Yeah, So my book.
Your book. You're the author,
editor,
everything, publisher.
Okay.
When I say one-stop shop, y'all make some noise. The author, the editor, the publisher, Melinda Santiago.
So I'm giving you this book because last time I came, I didn't have it with me.
Right.
So now I'm giving you this book. I got to sign it, but it's Till Death Do Us Unpart. It's a rom-com. And
what is a rom-com?
A romantic comedy.
For those who didn't know.
So I wrote the script for Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart, if you're listening, I don't know what camera you want me to be on.
Whatever camera. This is your camera. This is the wide, but we want Kevin Hart to get the message.
I wrote Boy for you.
Ooh.
The character's name is Boy.
Ah.
He's like God's right-hand man, but he don't want no one getting close to him, so he has this man complex. So then the main character and him keep going back at it.
Yeah.
And they fight through the whole time, but both are dealing with issues. But through comedy.
Yeah. We love comedy. Messages. Comedy makes it so great.
Yes. And it's about Puerto Rican women who they call us crazy, but we're not crazy.
Where's my camera? I not looked in the wrong. I not looked in every other camera but mine.
Oh shit, there's one over here.
Yeah, that's mine.
Oh, that's yours. We're not crazy, we're passionate.
And I'll drink to that.
So this one is Till Death Do Us Unpart. So just kind of picture what you think it could be. But I want you to read it. I want you to give me your honest review because on Amazon, I've gotten nothing but amazing reviews from strangers and I love it. And that's why it's going into film.
I knew it. I love it. So why wouldn't this be? Why wouldn't you have or take the opportunity to produce your passion project?
It's important, but industry.
industry.
You know, sometimes they're looking for horror. They're looking for certain. They're not really looking for rom-com. So you have to make your own way.
You
right?
have to give them. We're not waiting on Superman.
You have to make your own way.
I think that you are the perfect example of not waiting on anyone to create a lane for you. And even when a lane has been created and a person may have traveled down it and people say, you know what, we're done with this lane. You're like, nope, it's not. We did a detour.
Yeah.
You're great at
I just put a roundabout in there.
Roundabout. And I think that you have, what's the word? I guess rejuvenated, revived. Resurged.
We used that word before.
We used that word before.
We did.
It sounds good because that's just really what you do.
Yeah.
And
I resurge, I rejuvenate, but
restore.
I pay attention.
Yeah.
And I used to always get upset about how come I get on that ladder and I'm going and then the last freaking step or the last ring is gone and I can't reach that door.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, why? Why? And then it says, okay. All right, God. Because my God and I, we have, like, he's sitting here like you and I.
Don't
That's
play
how we
about
talk.
It. God ain't gonna do me like that.
And he sits here like, I don't know what this shit they talking about. He cusses too, just so you know.
For sure he cuss and he drink and he smoke. God is all things.
Smoking. But he might.
Yeah, you don't God smoke. God is definitely high.
He might be.
You got to be how to deal. You definitely got to be how to deal with these people.
But and that's kind of the irony with the book. Like, it's challenging people. Like, oh, God wouldn't do, but yeah, God would. If you know my God, like my God, that's my God.
Yeah.
Your God may be done by something different. My God is my God. He's chilling with flip flops, jeans, t-shirt. Like y'all doing too much down there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, y'all doing too much.
Yeah.
But I always got upset about the stairs always stopping right when I'm getting ready to reach.
Okay.
And I said, oh, I get it. Those steps aren't for me.
Oh.
I have to create and make my own steps.
Yeah.
So once I got to understanding the space of create your own, so you don't have to ask anybody else, nothing. So then you're able to give at leisure. That's what I started focusing on that. And I stopped waiting for people and I stopped waiting for a yes. And I stopped waiting, hey, can you, will you, can you, should you? No, I didn't have mentors. I didn't have any.
Wow,
I just learned from the ground up.
I feel like us who learn from the ground up, we just hit different.
We hit different.
We have a better appreciation. Well, they always say anything worth having is worth working for.
Yeah.
And a lot of times the appreciation is greater because imagine if somebody just give. But if you had to work for it, if you had to sacrifice, if you had to deny the flesh, if you had to deny your family, if you had to
sacrifice anything.
Oh my God, you like, I'm so excited about stair number 1. It's my stair.
Yeah.
And guess what? Stair number 2 is mine too because I'm building it.
Yeah.
And guess what? I know there's a door because I created the door.
But I've never been excited about the stairs.
Yeah.
See, if we're going to keep it real, no one's excited about doing the fucking work.
Yeah.
No one's excited about that.
Yeah, that's
People that just jump. So when I hit the first step, I'm like, shit, I'm back here again.
That's because...
And everyone, I'm here. I'm only on the second fucking step.
But let me be very clear. In the industry step ladder, it may be 15 stairs. But when we create our own, we've been through to stair 14 before they told us no at stair 15. So now we taking all that and we're compressing it to 2 steps. So now we like, all right, I did all that. I knocked all that out. Boom, boom, boom. Step number 2, we here.
Absolutely.
Those was down in some of them stairs. You're like, this is a 3-step program. If I do it, if I believe in me, if I say, you know what, I'm not waiting for somebody to tell me I'm good enough to write to death, do us on part.
During the pandemic, Lord Jesus.
During the pandemic went crazy.
It forced me to sit down because I was always write a book. But everybody wanted me to write a business book, how-to book.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not feeling it. I let my mind go and I said, you know what? My mother inspired that book. Rest your soul. Love you, mama. But it's about,
love you, mama.
It's just a fun fucking book and it makes you
You never
laugh.
wrote a
It
book
makes
before.
You
never wrote a book before.
No.
And you mean to tell me you have something that is so amazing. You like, nah, we're putting this in. That's just what people need to know.
Yeah.
That's the through thick and thin. I think that people
that piece right
That's
there.
the piece that people
through
understand.
Thick and thin is climbing on them stairs, getting to the 18th floor, realizing that the 18th floor no longer exists, right? Then you got to go back down them stairs, and then you find the goddamn elevator's not working, and you got to go up 21 more freaking steps because 3 steps don't work for me. It may work for you, but that's been the story of my life. Like, it's never been easy.
It's never been
Though
easy.
you make it look easy because now when you start changing the mindset of the why,
the why, your why should make you cry.
The why should make you cry. The why just made me pissed.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It is.
I got why, and then I said, oh, Lord, I get it. Thank you. because
thank you, God.
every situation pushed me into something new, something uncomfortable, and then something learned to where I meet a Kellz, or I meet a Sonny or somebody, and Kellz is going through something. Melinda can say, "Oh, I've been there. Let's talk through it, so you feel comfortable knowing you're not alone."
That's it.
You're not gonna trust me if I haven't been there.
It's bigger than me.
So big.
I had to have this experience. I can't tell you about something I read.
Come on.
But guess what? Since I lived it, I'm going to give you these tools.
Yeah.
Like, do with them what you want. But that's the blessing. And that's how you're able to get the deals of 150 million. And then the deals that we can't even talk about because they're so major right now. And but when they do come into the forefront, people, it's already done. Let's be very clear. A lot of things you can't talk about because people will try to block it. Let's be clear. But you can't block God's giving.
I don't even, like, when we got the final stamp, like, I told my partner, I said, I don't even want to announce this. And, you know, I sat on it for a while. I said, I don't want to sit on it because I don't want to be reminded of all the out here in these streets. And I say that with conviction.
Absolutely.
Right? Because they have been gone. But now that they see I've acquired this, we're reaching back out.
I'm about to slap them. Send me the names.
And I said, you know, now I have a decision to make. And the decision was, did I grow or do I want to be petty?
Can you do both?
You can, but you can't. God don't play like that.
Right.
But it's because if you grow, no matter what's done unto you, it's not for you to do unto others.
That's true.
Right? You sprinkle it, whatever going forth. So that shows growth. So when people are reaching out to me that I know that shitted on me and talked down to me, now I'm in a position to help them go to the next level. And I said, you know what? Send it to me. I'm good. Let's do something.
Because business ain't personal.
Business can never be Come on, Nino Brown.
Come on, Nino. Business ain't personal. And you know what? They say they'll make your enemy your what? Your footstool.
I said step stool.
Step stool, footstool. So yeah, what you thought that you did way back then, I'm going to use you, right? Because everybody want to be used.
Yeah.
You don't want to be misused. I ain't going to misuse you, but I'm going to use you.
If you're not truly ready to be used, then you're not even worthy.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to be used.
Use me up. Don't misuse me, though. Use me till you can't use me no more. Call my phone like, Kelly, I hate to bother you. No. You're using me. Great. Let's use me. But don't misuse me. So I'm going to use you.
Yeah.
But just know that you're a step stool.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're going to be that low. You're still going to use. You're going to enjoy it. But if you would have never burnt me, player, you could have been at a fucking high stool bar. You could have been
and that to
you
me,
could have been a bar stool.
That's my thought process up until when you get it.
Yeah. Now
the thought process is, I'm still here to serve.
Okay.
So I want to see you succeed.
I love it.
Because whether you give me my credit, whether you will always know how you treat, and it might stop you from treating the next person like that. So if I'm effective in that space where I stopped you treating the next person, that's what all my purpose
That's my ministry. Yeah.
And that's it.
That's
but
fair.
It's so quick for us to be like, man, I'm going to be petty. I'm going to da-da-da. Because that's our natural human behavior.
It's so crazy. I'm talking all this shit and I don't even know how to be petty like that. I'm so bad. I'm so bad.
But we talk it.
I know,
but when it comes out to doing
we
it,
help
like,
it. Put them on tour. Give them the money.
Yeah.
In this next season, I for sure know it's a me season.
Come on now.
It's a me season. I've always had opportunities and I've always tried to add people. Podcast, I want to co-host. Tour, I want to add more people.
I'm right here though.
And exactly how it is, and God gonna do it exactly the way He's supposed to, and it's perfect. And a perfect co-host you are, right? Because what's understood ain't got to be explained, and what God's
plan. I mashed all your tires.
You're right, talking about some. I'm not coming back.
Single white female shit happened. Knock my hair. Start wearing my hair like you. Start talking like you. Put my red lipstick on. I was like, hi.
I would be weak, and I'd be around the RSVP tour like, we twins. Let's go on, Ranger. You would be mad as hell. Single white female, you back. We'll both be outside.
I'd be mad, like, what the hell did happen?
Yeah, and I got me a collar pop.
It was supposed to be this way? Shit.
You'd be mad.
No. I'd be like, please take it, Lord Jesus.
Take it. I'm calling Thompson. It's morning. I said, sleeping face and have fun. All right. I said all that to say that I'm in a spirit that I am going to let God's will be done.
Absolutely.
Not mine. I'm not going to have any expectations but the fact that God has an abundance and overflow for me. But the way the will is going to happen is going to be seamless. I'm going to be grateful. I'm going to be obedient. I'm going to trust the process, and I'm going to trust the surrounding, the hedge of protection he have around me. The hedge of protection may be a bubble, but it's some soldiers around.
You got to set your intentions.
My intentions are set high.
Because there's nothing wrong with willing it
and
wanting it. God, I want this.
I want it.
God's going to be like, well, what you going to do for it?
Yep, that's what it is. What you willing?
What you willing to do for it?
Yeah.
So you have to will it, what you want, and then do the work to get it. And you have to be okay if that's not the path. I wanted to be in front of the camera. I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be a singer. I freeze up in front of the camera when it's...
Wait, what?
Yeah. When it's impromptu, I'm cool.
Oh, I was going to say, what the hell? She ain't froze yet.
But ask me to
read
something. It ain't been no glitch. Ask me to read something or ask me to memorize some shit.
Yeah.
Because it's not authentic.
Yeah.
I can't even do it. So I'm like...
Sometimes I get like that too. Like, and the dog walked across the street. They like, cut. I'm like, oh, shit.
And it's just like, it takes practice. So, to all you actors and actresses out there, bless up, because that takes mad skills.
Yeah.
I'm not that one.
Yeah.
So I realized, I'm better here.
Thank you for being better here. Thank you for being, and here is so broad.
Here is just everywhere.
Here is just, thank you for being better everywhere.
I'm like a Jamaican,
Yeah, I
got many yabs, okay?
I got many yabs, and I guan you there.
Don't do that, because I don't even, you know how long it took me to listen to the Bob Marley movie?
I learned so much about Bob Marley during that movie. Guan. How you doing, darling?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
I sat there with my best friend. I'm like, I'm going to have to watch this again and again, just so I could, because for some reason, I can't understand.
You're inspirational.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here looking at you, just inspirational, your goals. And I'm sure that the listeners, every time you hear they rant and rave about just the jewels you drop, and you do it effortlessly. What is something that you can leave the listeners with in this new season that you're in the new things that you're embarking on? And happy Zeta anniversary. It's coming up. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Well, that's crazy that she wants to do that. So we want to do that and throw that out there.
Did you just do it? Did you
just do it like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's how it works?
That's exactly how it works.
Okay, D9.
Okay, D9. Leave the viewers, the listeners, with something that can just sustain them in this season of shift.
Okay, season of shift.
Yes.
I was watching the Emmys the other night.
Okay.
And something profound was stated. The guy who kind of created Dawson's Creek and all that, like the first online kiss of two men, he dared to challenge the industry, right? So he said something so profound. It says, dare to fail in order to succeed. And I want people to not be afraid to fail. Fail is not what do you call the word? What's the word? It's not a piece of who you are. Failing is not who you are. Failing is just what happens to you, right? So be okay with no's. Seek no's. My business partner taught me that. Let's get to the no's first.
Quick.
And a lot of people are afraid to hear no.
Yeah.
I want to get to the no first so I can get you out my way.
Please, stop wasting my time.
Get to the no's. Be okay to fail. Because every time you fail, if you don't understand, you're actually removing the BS out of there and you're learning the right way.
Yeah.
So fail, 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 win, win, win.
Win, win, win.
Then you fail, fail, win, 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 win. Fail, fail, win, 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 fail, winner. That
was the moment.
Come on.
Because it happens just like that, and then suddenly.
You can't be afraid.
We're ready for the fail so that the W can be exalted.
Exactly. Dare to fail.
Dare to fail.
Dare yourself to learn how to fail so you can succeed. It's just that easy.
It's so many lessons in your failure. You just learn how to pick it out like, oh, that didn't work. Okay, but this worked. I know
just
that.
Don't beat yourself up.
Don't beat yourself up.
Like, it's okay to be upset. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be frustrated. Just don't stay in that moment and don't stay in there long. But feel it so you know not what you want to feel there again. Don't stay there.
Not only is she an author,
this is gonna be
publisher.
$500.
This is it. She's a life coach. I don't know if y'all understand. You need to act life coach, therapist,
certified
life coach.
I'm gonna need you to get all
That's
my
what I'm
shit
saying.
right.
No, that's what I said.
When you guys put this
I gotta
up,
say
I need all
certified.
I need
Oh my
my
God.
credits. I need all my
Because
credits
you only said 4 things. You didn't even mention it. So I had to just bring up the certified. I had to bring it up. Now she didn't even mention. I wasn't gonna say nothing earlier. I was like, let it ride. But I said, but the fact that you are the life coach, it's even more smoother to hear this transition because we believe it. I believe it. I'm so here for it. I'm so here for the
Read
book.
my book.
Read the book. Buy the book.
It's on Amazon.com, Walmart.com.
I love it.
It's everywhere you want to read. Kindle.
Shout out to all the readers. Yeah.
Bookstagram. Holla at your girl.
I love it.
Yeah.
And if you're even thinking about, and if you're interested in getting into the self-published biographies, whatever you want to do, Melinda is a great place to start. She is definitely here for the people. And she's just not taking anything, but she's going to definitely help you navigate through it. And so, Melinda, tell them where to follow you at for those type of...
The presidential election.
Okay.
I'm running as an independent.
Wait, hold on, wait.
What if I did that? No, see.
Wait a minute. I'm like, she got you got the blazer on. And when she had the blazer on, I said that was good.
You got to put me on your set.
But I would have voted for you, though. You had did, and then Trump did that when he got shot. So I'm like, damn, she running with Trump, or she running with...
No. I feel we need a strong female liberal.
Got her.
Because there's both sides. There's nothing wrong with both sides. And there's something wrong with both sides. Seriously, though, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Keep freaking shining, Kellz.
Yeah.
Like every time I see the post and I see when you repost me, I repost and I get so much like in the DMs and stuff like that. So shout out to my Zeta Phi Beta sorority incorporated. So when you see Kellz, even though she's a Delta, she's a D9 sister.
They love me. Hold on.
Amazing.
The Zetas, okay, it's the Deltas and the Zetas love me.
Yes.
Shout out to the ladies of Z5B. I love y'all. Shout out to you, Melinda. Shout out to Vivica Fox. You know, that's my big sister.
Leela Hathaway, Yo-Yo. We just inducted a Tatiana.
I mean, y'all just ain't playing.
Yeah.
Deltas, where we go? All right, I ain't gonna do that. Cut. We cut that part out. All right, shout out to the Zetas. All right, y'all got all the good people. All right, good. When the SG Rose took Fantasia, that just did it to me. I just said.
I was mad at that one.
Hey, you think the baby mama? All right, they need to follow you on your Instagram.
Oh, my bad. I forgot all about
that. Golly.
At Melinda Santiago. It's just at Melinda Santiago.
That's more than enough.
You can find everything else. My website, thesantiagofirm.com. My other website, santi.media. But yeah, Melinda Santiago, and you can see everything else there.
Everything is on there. I'm sure everything's on her LinkedIn, Beacon, whatever her social media is.
What the hell is Beacon?
Beacon is almost like a new LinkedIn. It's just like, I'll show you. I have mine on Beacon.
I'm not on Beacon. I'm on Blink, but I'm not on Beacon.
And that's a dating site. All right.
Blink is not a dating site.
Okay, I just made that.
Can we do a dating show on here?
We can do whatever we want to do one day through thick and thin, a dating series. We would love. Ooh, baby. Girl, I love you. You're my everything. All right. This has been another successful episode of Through Thick and Thin, the podcast. Melinda, I appreciate everything you are. I appreciate y'all for staying locked in. Thank you. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, and you don't want to miss it. Turn the notification button on because you want to know when all the latest episodes are airing. And yours is going to be fire.
And then go do something else. Go in the comments and say, bring Melinda back as like a real co-host.